Hello everybody and welcome to a new show. I don't even know if I'll have an intro ready in time, but stick around! Hello fellow dorks and dorkettes! I don't know if an intro rolled yet. I have art. Maybe I'll just throw the art there. Anyway, welcome to Dorks Crafts. Yeah. This is... Do you all remember a show called Sentimental that I did? Yeah, I plan on doing those again, but honestly, just with how things are nowadays, I just haven't been in the mood to reminisce to that capacity. But I'm still in the mood to paint miniatures, make custom action figures, do custom weaponry for action figures, all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to keep doing that without having an overall topic to follow. Anyway, today's dorky craft will be yet another miniature, except this time it's a very unique and cool miniature. Recently, WizKids, who's known for making the HeroClick figures, if you all know those, they're very cool, has started making, I'm assuming, plastic-esque miniatures of the Transformers. This is Soundwave. He's by far my favorite Transformer of all time. So I thought, let's try this out. It's got a painting guide on the back, which we'll go over when we got the camera a little bit closer. And I'm actually going to be using the color guide while comparing it to the classic G1 Soundwave, because I would like it to be as close to this as possible. Now, I also have one of the newer versions to use as a reference as well. So, between all of these, let's hope we come out with a good miniature. And as far as the idle chit-chat, we'll see where the conversation goes. So anyway, let's get to the painting table and let's have some fun. Okay, folks. Don't mind my brush rags here. We'll go over that in a second. But this is the Soundwave HD Minis, and you can tell it's very, very well sculpted. You'll see better once I take it out of the package. And it's already primed, paint ready out of the box. What we got here is a professionally painted version, probably touched up with computer effects. Oh, it says painted render, so yeah. So the colors that they recommend, like the dark blue, I have a dark blue, but it's not this dark blue. So we're going to run into that. I have one here that I'm going to mix up to see if it's a little bit closer or not, but we will see. But there's some interesting things on the back of the package. Now, I've seen that they have a Starscream, an Optimus Prime, Megatron, a RC. But here, look, they have Rumble and Laserbeak. Definitely need to track those down now to go with this figure. Only $4.99. That's really not that bad. And it's made by NECA, which is interesting. WizKids and Hasbro, which I think WizKids, well, it says WizKids is owned by NECA. Huh, interesting. NECA, very cool. Anyway, I'm going to try to pop this out while not destroying the package. I really dig it, and after I get it painted, I would love to put it back in here. So, wish me luck. Oh yeah, they attached that pretty good. But anyway, I got this. My daughter's taking art classes, and next door is a gaming store. Mostly board games, you know, since that's like a popular thing nowadays. Was that Road to Catan or something? Oh well, I'll see if I can glue it back in here. But they have miniatures and a nice selection of very recent gaming books.
you know, the expensive ones. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to go in was that they said they had used books and games on consignment. So in my mind, I thought I could find some older D&D books or Palladium books or something, but they didn't seem to have any of those. We'll see what I can do with that. We'll just put that off to the side. Heck, that could be a whole nother craft project. So what we have in here is a base, some slide water stickers, and some normal stickers. So that's cool. I'm gonna put these back in the box for now to save them. Oh, this isn't plastic. This is actual metal of some sort. Aluminum, pewter. Or maybe it is just a very hard plastic. Hard to tell. Sorry for the noise. Sorry for the noise. No, no wonder he's zip tied in there. Really? There we go. So put that over there. And I see on his foot there's a hole, which you would expect that there's a peg on the base, but there is not. So he will just be glued down eventually. Now, there's a couple different ways I could tackle this. I could use my clamp to hold it up, or I could just do it free-handed and just let them sit up. Let me check out my clamp here. Somewhere that's not going to screw up anything. Use this bottom clamp. Yeah, this is a very interesting material. To be honest, I haven't bought a miniature in quite some time. You know what? Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to do a Hulk Hogan here and rip some of this t-shirt material off and put around the clamp, so hopefully it doesn't destroy the mini where I clamp it to. Since it's not metal, okay, there we go. So I got my colors here. Let me move the camera real quick so you can see my setup. Have my brushes, my water. Here's my two here for reference, and this poor geriatric old soul has a hard time standing up. Got my Dr. Pepper, got my coffee, ready with caffeine. Already got black paint on my thumbs, so I'm ready to roll. So let's put this back here. Let's see if we can get some better lighting going on. A little bit better. So we're just going to do a base coat. I'm going to also keep the picture here as a reference point. So let me mix this color that I was playing with here. I do kind of like that color. But I'm going to go with the dark blue that I have. So this brush might be too big. Now, like I said, Soundwave is probably one of my favorite characters of all time. I got him one Christmas, and as you can see, I still have him. And before that, you know, it was just your normal. Had a couple cars, Autobot cars. I think I had Starscream. But there's just something special about Soundwave. Yeah, this is probably going to require 2 coats. So I might have to do this in multiple sittings. Might bring you along, or I just might wait till more progress is made after the second coat goes down. But there's just something so awesome about him. I think it's the fact that he instantly has backup wherever he goes. Now hold up, I may have already messed up here. If I'm looking at my original G1, that's gray under there. So let's go with the original G1 color. And we'll go with gray there. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Gray with the silver feet. He doesn't have the stickers there, but on the back he has these knobs and such. So we're just going to go with the G1 coloring. Made the decision, we're just going for it. I'm not going to look at their color guide too much. And this little ribbing part here is actually blue on the G1 version. No, I take that back. That's gray as well. It must have just been a reflection. And I apologize I don't have a definitive topic at hand, but here's blue. Just nothing was speaking to me. I don't know if it's because everything going on, but I have a bunch of topics written down that I would like to cover one day, but I just haven't gotten to it. And Sentimental is going to go back to the way it was. I watched some of my older ones to be inspired, and that didn't work like I thought it would, but I enjoyed the ones where I had a green screen behind me, like the roller skating one, and I had old footage of roller skating playing in the background. So I'd like to do that again. Like, yes, you're just listening to me talk, but you got some cool footage to look at. And we'll just keep the crafty stuff to this show. And like I said at the beginning, I have some artwork I've done for it, but I just don't have an intro yet, so I don't know how that'll turn out. But we'll at least try to get the base coat down in a timely manner, and then I'll let you go about your business. Probably do a second coat on my own, and then we'll do a follow-up episode, or no, we'll just do not a follow-up episode, but I'll continue this episode with the detailing if it's not too long already, which hopefully it won't be. I mean, it says we're already 17 minutes in. And I'm sure most folks, that's too much. Especially when there's not a topic at hand. So, how about this for an idea, like some of the pro guys do? I will stop the camera for a bit, work on it, and then we'll check back in to see how the progress is. Yeah, that sounds good. So, I will see you in a couple minutes. Hello everybody, we're back. And it wasn't a few minutes, it was a few days. I think it's definitely been over a week. As you can see, I've made some progress on Soundwave here. So, we're just going to work on some touch-ups and some detailing and call it a day. So I hope you've stuck along with the episode. I know it's long, and I know in this week's time I've really learned a lot about figure painting videos and stuff, but I wanted to just power on through this one, and hopefully the next one will be a lot better. So anyway, as you can see, one of the things I learned was putting it on a wooden base as a handle. I'm going to start doing that instead of my clamp. I've used my clamp for years, but this way it doesn't really damage anything. And it gives you a good handhold. So, how's everybody's week been? It doesn't make much sense since this is just the same video, but I hope everyone has had a good week. Still need to do a couple readjustments to camera and such, because I'm blind as a bat. A lot of times I gotta put the figure right up to my face to paint it, which is what I've done in the interim. I would just have it sitting out, and I have my paint put in a baggie so that I can just open up the baggie and access my little palette here. And as I'm walking through, if I have 5 minutes, I would just do a little bit here and there. I swear, sometimes my touch-ups, I end up making a bigger mess. Oh, excuse my phone beeping. But I'm not the best miniature painter in the world, I know that. But hopefully over time I will, and this will be a good, these videos will be a good way to look back and see how I've gotten better. And it's just through repetition, learning tricks here and there. Got a little bit of blue on my brush. And that's another thing. I have to be honest, I don't use water to rinse my brushes. It's pretty friggin' gross, but I just use my mouth and then I can twirl them into a point, and it's non-toxic. I'm not going to drop dead or anything. It's like my red lines aren't the straightest in the world, but they're not that bad either. So I'll leave those. My yellow highlights here could be better, but I'm going to leave them. I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff just so I can look back at it and hopefully I'm better in the future. But I was thinking about a dry brushing of this Soundwave here, but the only real dry brushing techniques I can find for robots, since I've never painted a robot before, are just aging to add a light layer of silver, like he's been beaten up and aged and all that jazz, but I really don't want him to look that way. He didn't look that way in the cartoon. My toy doesn't look that way. I mean, my G1 is pretty beat up. But I just went through and rewatched the first bit of this, editing it, seeing where I left off, how to continue. And if you are all sticking around this long to watch, you all deserve a special shout out. So in the comments, say you've stuck through it or close to it, and I can give you a special shout out in the comments section. But I think he's coming out pretty good. Need to clean up around the eyes there. And this is the part where I would be putting this right up to my face so I could see. Of course, it did more damage than fixed it, because now I got a spot of silver in his eyeball. Let's see if I can take care of that right now. Mostly. Now I got a little yellow on the finger. See, it's like a game of chasing your own tail sometimes. And for those of you that do paint miniatures, give me some ideas on a dry brushing technique for them. I won't bore everyone with an episode of it, but I would like to have a nice finish for them. Sorry, he's off camera for a second so I can see what I'm doing. I would like to get this yellow spot out of here, but I'm afraid I would do more damage. Let's see what I can do. Oh, Eureka. See some gray that needs to be addressed. I mean, would just a black dry brush help bring out some of the details? Oh, I see another little spot I need to get. See a spot here. Not too shabby. Need to clean up that area now. I mean, all in all, I'm very happy with it. But I didn't have that grand of expectations either. Nowhere, I would get nowhere as good as on the box, that's for sure. Which it said it was computer generated. What's up with that? And if you remember that Sergeant Slaughter Muscles figure that I did, I still haven't finished that. I keep doing more and more detail to it and screwing something up. And I think about cell shading it, like adding white here, like reflection, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. I think I'm very happy with the chest plate. So with that being said, I think we are going to add the Decepticon sticker to it. It said it comes with stickers and the wet slide off decals. Just got to figure out which is which. So I'm just going to put that on there as just a end piece of the puzzle. Wish I had little tweezers or something. Maybe I'll have to get one day. Oh, I got paint on it. You believe that junk? I know what I can do. Trim it up with scissors. Sorry about that. I'm just trimming the sticker. And hopefully after I have used a finishing spray on it, it'll blend in nice. So we'll try to do dead center here. Oh yeah, I gotta invest in some tweezers. There we go, not too bad. It'd be cool if they came with the rub one. They're the rub ones that would change over to Decepticon once you rubbed it. That would be pretty awesome. And I'm going to look at the picture real quick, see if there's anything else I need to do. And I see that there is. Some real detailed stuff. So, get the scissors out of here. This is going to be difficult. So I'm going to put him down. Maybe. I don't know what the best way to do this would be. Freaking paint or glue. That's what I get for buying super glue at the dollar store. That's okay. I wanted to do the base a little funky. So now I can. Might be able to make that work. Just clean it up a little bit. it's also showing me in the picture, which I knew at first, I said at first I wasn't going to follow the picture, but this side, if there's any way I can get it in there. Clean that red dot up a little bit. Can't really see anything else in the picture, but that's pretty cool. Nice little addition. Turned out a little bit better than I imagined. Oh, fudge. I might leave well enough alone. Oh. Really screwed it up that time. I think we're going to set him to the side for right now and work on this base. Like I said, I wanted to do something funky with it. So let me dig out some paints here. Kind of want to give it that 80s, like discotheque kind of look. Either that or I can make it shimmery. But mixing up the paints. to do what I want to do. Excuse me if I'm clearing my throat a lot. Just allergies. The weather's been bouncing back and forth. Like today it was close to 80, but then at the beginning of the week it was in the high 30s. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the shimmery. I can't find all the paints I'm looking for. I don't want you guys to be any more bored than you already are. But we're going to go with this shimmery to give it like a outer space feel. If it even lays on there. It doesn't look like it wants to. Boy, just batting 1,000 here, aren't I? But what I wanted to do was this, like I said, to give it an 80s discotheque vibe. So, if you can't see, I just splattered some paint, like I said, to give it an 80s discotheque vibe. So when he stands on it, it'll look like that. But I think I've kept you all here more than enough time. This is 25 extra minutes on top of the 17 from before. Yikes. I apologize, folks. It was not my intention. But anyway, we'll aim it, or we'll end it there. And the outro was done while I was initially painting this a week or so ago. So let's see what I say. So back to me.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Dorks and Crafts. Yeah, this took many little installments of time, so a little choppy there in the middle. But you need to let the paint dry and so on and so forth. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this shirt, my Trapjaw shirt inspired by the Misfits logo, it's one that I made that you can find up on the TeePublic site. So check it out. Got a bunch of different nostalgic t-shirt designs, got channel artwork designs, a little bit of everything. even some motivational sayings that my wife came up with. So check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this, or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching, keep being rad, and stay dorky.